For you guys that be having these people in these offices with these ugly fingers taking pictures of paperwork for y'all, have them look this up. These sentencing minutes, and have him have his ugly ass fingers by the papers and like point this shit out. Okay. Let me some medicine real quick. All right. Okay. Supreme Court of the State of New York, County of Queens, criminal term Part K4. The people of the state of New York against Darren Bossett defendant. Indictment number 2764/97. This is wrong. This is a typo. 2764/97 is a typo. But sometimes a stenographer will make a mistake. The people of the state of New York against Darren Bossett defendant, indictment number 2764/96. Submitted 9/24/96. I got indicted in 96. I clipped the nigga. July 96, I probably got indicted August, September 96. This is a typo. However, as you can see, this is signed by Eleanor Elliott, CSR official court reporter. Okay. Sentence. December 22nd, 1997. Criminal Court Building, Kew Gardens, New York, before the Honorable. Shout out to Seymour Rock. I don't know if he's still alive right now. I don't know if Seymour Rock is still alive right now. But if he's not, may Allah forgive him, you heard? And if he is, may Allah forgive him. This was a good judge, you heard? Justice Supreme Court. Appearances for the people. The Honorable Richard A. Brown, District Attorney, Queens County, by Eugene Riebenstein, Esquire, Assistant District Attorney. For the defendant, Joseph D. Felice, Esquire, 12360 83rd Ave, Kew Gardens, New York. If Mr. D. Felice is still alive, and if may Allah forgive him, and if he's not, may Allah forgive him, you heard? He's a decent man, you heard? Eleanor Elliott, CSR official court reporter. Okay. Page 3, calendar number 8, 2764 of 97, Darren Bossett. Mr. Riebenstein, Assistant District Attorney Gene Riebenstein for the people. Mr. D. Felice for Darren Bossett, Joseph D. Felice, 123-60 83rd Ave, 18B. So I ain't have a legal aid, y'all. They be like, oh, you went with a legal aid. That's 18B. It's a little different. It's a little different. Legal aid is legal aid. 18B is 18B, right? But shit, what happened with this motherfucking 18B right here, make a nigga say, I ain't never paid for no lawyer. Check it out. Huh? Yeah, 18B work better than a paid lawyer on these niggas. Cause look at 18B. In New York, I don't know about other states. You got legal aid, you got 18B, and then you got paid lawyers, right? The legal aid lawyers is legal aid lawyers, court appointed. That's who they are. You heard? They work for the Legal Aid Society, I believe. 18Bs is regular lawyers, niggas that's taking money from niggas that's hustling in the lawyer field, right? And then for like bonuses or tax breaks or whatever, they take pro bono cases. They take a case like they was a legal aid. All right, I'm gonna act like I'm a legal aid and just take this case right here for free. And for whatever, I don't know what benefits they get, but that's what the legal aid 18B niggas is, you heard? They not legal aid lawyers, you heard? Boom. D. Felice for Darren Bossy, Joseph D. Felice, 123, 60, 83rd Ave, 18B, the court. I have a note here. Is there an Isabel Guzman voice? Yes. The court. Are you Miss Guzman? The voice. Yes. The court. You're the mother of the deceased? Voice. Yes. The court. You have a right to say anything that you would like to say before I impose sentence. Do you want to do the talking? Voice. I would really say something, Your Honor, but the court. I don't want to force you to say anything, but I have a note that you wanted to talk. Voice. I wanted to talk, but I changed my mind. The court. Are you sure? The voice. Yes. The court. Do you know what is going on here today? Voice. Mr. Scarpa was supposed to explain something to me, and he never explained anything to me. Now, the court. Why don't you, Mr. Riebenstein, speak to the lady so she knows what's going on so she knows what's going on in advance, so she knows what's happening. Mr. Riebenstein, can you give me a moment, Judge? The court. Go on. Talk to her. Clearly, it's a pause in the proceedings, so why don't we just... Clearly, there's a pause in the proceedings. I'm standing there, wave spinning. I'm standing there, wave spinning. Yeah, that's how I was doing back there. I'm bald now. That shit's clean as a whistle now. But wait. Oh, you don't think my shit was spinning back in the day? Big head nigga. You see how big my head is? Now, just imagine, right? You would think, big head nigga like that, and mad waves, right? No. You see the texture? Good. Good waves. Watch. I'm about to show you. Because it was a pause in the proceedings. He talking to the lady right now. The DA talking to the nigga moms. Yeah, the nigga who got the pump faking on me on my block and all that, I knocked off. All right, so now the DA talking to his moms. I'm standing there looking at the judge, you know what I'm saying? I know what's going on. You know what I mean? Grandma back there, she knows what's going on. You know what I mean? Lawyer right there, he ain't saying nothing. You see the waves? You see the waves? Big head nigga. You see the waves? You see the waves. Now I'm saying you can see them. They there. Know what I mean? Me standing there waves. Oh. Why don't you have a seat, Mr. D. Felice? Whereupon there was a pause in the proceedings, like I said. The court, go on. All right. Mr. Riebenstein, thank you for giving me an opportunity. The court, thank you, Mr. Riebenstein. You heard what Mr. Riebenstein said, and you don't want to say anything? Voice, no. The court, you're the niece? Voice, sister, Kimberly Guzman. I said mother, I don't know who the fuck it was. I didn't even give a fuck. The court, before the court imposes judgment, the district attorney, defendant, and his attorney have a right to be heard. I have a probation report. The record should note that defendant pled guilty to attempted murder in the second degree pursuant to Alford versus North Carolina and People versus Serrano. Defendant did not admit his guilt under the first count of the indictment, did admit culpability in the case, and based upon the investigation conducted by the district attorney, Mr. Scarpa, he felt that was an appropriate sentence to be imposed. The promise that the court made at the time on October 24th, 1997, with the district attorney's consent of youthful offender treatment and probation. Is that what your understanding is, Mr. Riebenstein? This sentence, I was told 3 to 9 just a minute ago. Not this defendant. The court said that, not me. Check him out. Hold on, he said that. Is that what your understanding is? This sentence? I was told 3 to 9 just a minute ago. The court, not this defendant. Okay. Mr. Riebenstein, that's the other defendant? The court, maybe the other defendant, not this defendant. Excuse me, Your Honor. May I have a minute with the Guzman family again? Oh, pause in the proceedings because he went and told this lady that I was about to get a 3 to 9, I guess. So now you got to go tell her that this nigga about to get probation. He about the young dog. This nigga, I got the young dog shit before young dog and them niggas, nigga. Fuck y'all niggas talking about, nigga. Anyway. Anyway. Excuse me for the outburst. I think now, let's say right here, whereupon there was a pause in the proceedings, I feel like this is a good time for me to go get some juice. Excuse me. And we got some pepper steak. Yeah, I gotta be pepper steak. The pepper steak. All right, check it. Mr. DeFelice, judge, I want you to know he had a disorderly conduct summons when he has to be in court on January 19th. I was caught rolling dice. They gave me a DAT. It's back in the days you get caught rolling dice. They give you the little pink DAT shit. Yeah. Mr. Rieberstein, Your Honor, thank you. The court. The co-defendant is not getting 3 to 9 either. He is getting 1 to 3 on 2 cases. That's on January 20th. I mean, look, I think that the issue, as I recall it, relative to this case, is we were at the eve of trial. I'm going to read this again because this is the court speaking. The court. The co-defendant is not getting 3 to 9 either. He is getting 1, 2, 3 on 2 cases. That's on January 20. I mean, look, I think that the issue, as I recall it, relative to this case, as we were at the eve of trial and Mr. Scarper had left the state to interview an alleged witness or witnesses in a Pennsylvania institution. As I recall, when he came back, he said he spoke to the authorities who were in his office, and whatever the circumstances were, there was a proposal that was given to the nature of the sentence. My lawyer did not say give this nigga probation. I did not say give me probation. The DA, somebody in his office, in Richard Brown's office, the DA said, yo, get that nigga probation, man. Get that fucking victory, man. They gonna beat that shit, man. I ain't got nobody gonna say that nigga did that. Yeah, I ain't got nobody gonna say that nigga did that, nigga. Fuck out of here. Anyway, as I recall, when he came back, he said he spoke to the authorities who were in his office, and whatever the circumstances were, there was a proposal that was given to the nature of the sentence. I don't want anybody to be under some misapprehension. I think that based upon his experience and investigation, that he felt that the likelihood of being able to even go forward with the case and sustain a potential conviction was remote at best. This is the judge telling the court. Yeah, this is the court telling everybody in the court. If this nigga would have tried to take this case to trial, I might not even let it go. That's what he just said. It was remote. You getting the conviction. I might not even let that shit go to trial. Nigga, you ain't got shit on these niggas. Y'all ain't got shit on my nigga. Mr. Rieberstein, I appreciate that, Your Honor. That was an authorized plea. This Mr. Rieberstein is the district attorney, by the way. The court, I know that because, first of all, the charge is a very serious charge. There was a consent to reduce it to attempted murder, which the court couldn't do on his own without the application of the district attorney. And there was a question of this defendant having been in jail for 15 months, and before that, it doesn't, pending the complete investigation with regard to the matter. So he was satisfied and he pled guilty. He did admit his culpability and defended pursuant to Alfred versus North Carolina. But even with the slightly remote potential of facing a conviction, he felt that was the purpose, as I recall, back when he took the plea back on October 24th, that it would be better to do that. So, under the circumstances, that's what I'm prepared to go forward with and do. And as the case is, and I'm sorry that you had to be in a situation where you may not have been up to date with regard to the facts in this case, but I just thought it was not right to keep everybody involved here waiting. Mr. Scarper, I don't know what happened. I know physically he has not been well lately. I don't know what the circumstances of his non-appearances are. Mr. Rieberstein, I agree with what you said about Mr. Scarpa's recent condition, and then I'm sure everything you said on the record is equally accurate. The court, Mr. Bossi, you want to say anything? The defendant. No. Yeah, I ain't thug. Yo, man, I got all my peoples over here, man. I hope all my peoples over here. Yeah, I hope all these. I ain't fuck all that. No. Yeah, no. Yeah, fuck you talking about? No. Yeah, the court. Mr. DeFelice. Mr. DeFelice, no, Judge. I rely on the court's promise. That's my lawyer. My lawyer. No. We ain't doing no talk. We ain't got shit to say in here. Fuck you talking about? All right. Based upon the reasons set forth by the court on the record, I find that the court can afford the defendant youthful offender treatment and sentence to 5 years probation with credit to time served in probation on the issue. Darren, how old are you now? 16. 16 when I beat my first homie. 3 days later, I had a big and a lami. I don't be capping. The defendant, 16. The court, I don't know what you're going to do with the rest of your life, but you should not even in the future put yourself in a position where potentially you could get yourself jammed up again. If you violate any conditions of probation, you are facing at least the minimum sentence that I can give you, or the maximum sentence I can give you is 1 1/3 to 4 years as a violation of probation. Under the conditions of probation, defendant is to attend. Are you going to school now? Yeah. Attend school, no cutting school or classes. He is to get psychological therapy and random drug testing. Defendant have waived his right to appeal. There is no penalty assessment. All right. Mr. DeFelice, thank you, Your Honor. The court, ISP supervision also on the sentence. Certified that the foregoing is a true and accurate transcript of the original stenographic minutes in this case. She signed it, this lady here, Eleanor Elliott, CSR. Yeah, but hold up. So that's how I got probation, you heard? Because when the DA, when I was looking them niggas in the face like, let's go to trial. Yeah, let's go. You talking about getting me 5 to life. That's what they was offering me, 5 to life. If I blow trial, I could get 9 to life. Where's the cop out there? Let's go. Right? This right here, if you've been to jail before, you know what this is, right? Boom. Supreme Court, State of New York, Queens County, Criminal Turnpike, K4, 12501 Queens Boulevard, Queens, New York. President, Honorable Seymour Rocker, Justice. The people of the State of New York against Darren Bossett. By Seymour Rocker, J. Indictment number 276-496, motion, omnibus, submitted 9/24/96. The following papers numbered 1 through 69 submitted in this motion. Joseph DeFelice, Esquire, for the motion. Richard A. Brown, by Anselmo A. Algera, ADA, opposed. Pages numbered. Notice of motion of affidavits, Annis 1 through 18, answering and reply affidavits, Annis 19 to 28 minutes, grand jury 29 through 69. Upon the foregoing papers in due deliberation had, the motion is granted in part and denied in part. See accompanying memorandum to this date, dated September 25th, 1996. The people of the State of New York against Darren Bossett, defended by Judge Seymour Rocker, indictment number 276-496, memorandum decision. The defendant in the omnibus motion seeks the following relief and 1, 3, inspection and dismissal, 2, opportunity to examine the minutes, 4, a bill of particulars, 5, discovery, blah, 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 blah. Y'all see what kind of motion this is, right? So now, this is me. This is like the first omnibus. We want, like, this is when you, early in the case, we want everything. We need everything. We throw this out. Right? All right, so check it, right? Motion is determined as follows. The branches 1 and 3 of the motion are granted to the extent that the court has inspected the minutes of the grand jury proceedings and finds that legally sufficient evidence was adduced before the grand jury to sustain the indictment. The court has also inspected the instructions given to the grand jury by the district attorney and finds them sufficient pursuant to People v. Cowbud. Branch 2 of the motion is denied. Branch 4 of the motion is determined as follows. 1 through 4 granted. See People's response. 5 through 7, denied, not proper items for discovery. 8, no statement was made by defendant. Hold up. No statement was made by defendant. Suck my nuts, y'all, you heard? Yeah, respectfully. All of y'all niggas that be actually, that be talking stupid shit. Oh no, he was a little kid when he told on a nigga. Nigga, you heard me right there in front of the judge when he asked you how old you is now. 16, nigga, I was 15 when this shit happened. What is there to talk about with the police? My name is this. This is my address. What's your phone number? You don't need my phone number. Fuck you need that for? I ain't gonna be there for you to call me there. What you need that for? Yeah, you don't need that. Yo, what? Defendant made, no, where that shit is at. I want to point it out. I want to point it out. Point it out. No statement was made by the defendant. All of these papers, you might not be able to get them because I was a little nigga when it got up. But my brother is my co-defendant, so all of his paperwork is kind of like my paperwork. Go look it up. Yeah, pay for that shit. Nigga said he paid for my paperwork. Nigga never put it up. But I got it up now, yeah? On the main channel. That's up on a little channel and the main channel. So anybody that missed it could get off my dizzick.